My child, listen to me now. Do not scroll past this. Do not hesitate or tell yourself you will return later. Stay here with me. In the name of Jesus, hear this with urgency. This moment is not without meaning. This very second can carry purpose beyond what you can see. Before your first breath, before disappointment touched your heart, before unspoken questions weighed on your soul, I knew this meeting would happen. You've paused for a reason. Because what you are about to hear matters now. Time matters. Your soul matters. Listen closely and without delay. Many will pass by without sensing the weight of this moment, but you have been willing to listen. You are here because something within you was drawn, because your heart is still searching even when your mind feels tired. Take this personally because God sees you and His word reaches you where you are. You are standing at a threshold, closer than you realize to a shift that can change how you see yourself, your pain, and your purpose. Stay with me and listen carefully. If you turn away now, if you move on before these words settle within you, something you've been waiting for may take longer to unfold. Not lost, not withdrawn, but delayed. You have been longing for clarity, reaching for direction, asking to see the way forward. There are moments when timing carries more weight than ease, and this is one of them. I am not here to alarm you. I am here to awaken what has been waiting inside you. Some doors respond only to stillness when you stay, when you listen, when you trust enough to remain, even as your thoughts urge you to hurry past. What I am about to reveal holds truth that is received, not forced truth meant for a heart prepared to hear. Whoever has ears, let them hear. As this truth unfolds, it will begin to gather the scattered pieces of your story. You will recognize why certain wounds lingered, why familiar patterns returned, why your spirit was drawn in ways you could not name. This light does not accuse, it does not condemn, it brings clarity. The truth will set you free. This light will reach the places you have avoided, the places you feared to face. Hear this clearly. I see you. I see the heart that feels both heavy and silent at once. I see the tears you hide quickly so no one asks questions you cannot explain. I see the weariness rest cannot mend, the confusion that feels untouched, the strength you show outwardly while carrying fatigue within. Nothing about you is concealed, has gone unnoticed. I am not far from your pain, and I am not unaware of what you question. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted. I am patient with your unfolding. I speak with authority shaped by love. I am not here to pressure you, but to lead you. When I ask you to pause and remain, it is not restraint, it is protection, guarding you from rushing past what your soul needs most. I have seen you search for answers alone. I have watched you analyze every detail, revisit old wounds, replay words, and doubt your worth. I know how exhausting it is to carry explanations that never fully satisfy. That is why I speak now steady, gentle, and sure, because I love you too deeply to stay silent when your heart is ready. What is coming will not rise from fear, pressure, or guilt. It will rise from truth that heals. What you are sensing now is not meant to pressure you. Change does not rise from pressure or force. It begins with truth, with closeness, with revelation that moves like light entering a dim room. If these words are speaking to your heart, take a moment to quietly acknowledge it and let this message continue with you. I am not here to flood you with words. I am here to realign you with what is real. You do not need to become someone else to receive this. You do not need to repair yourself first. What is asked of you now is simple. Listen, remain, and allow me to speak into the places you have kept guarded out of fear of disappointment. There is a reason your spirit is stirring. There is a reason this moment feels weighty. This is not imagination, and it is not chance. Be still and know that I am God. I know trust has cost you before. I know expectations have failed you through people, through circumstances, even through yourself. Your caution does not offend me. I am patient with it. Yet I invite you, just for now, to loosen your grip so you can hear what has been forming longer than you realize. Stay with me. not out of obligation, but because what follows will steady what has been unsettled, bringing peace where tension lived, clarity where confusion lingered, direction where doubt remained. You may not leave with every answer, but you will leave anchored, knowing you are seen, known, and not alone. This is not urgency without purpose. It is alignment. And if you remain, if you listen, your heart will begin to understand why you are here, why your path unfolded as it did, and why your story is still unfolding. I saw you before you were wounded, before your heart learned to guard itself, before your mind learned to replay pain, before disappointment found a voice in your soul. I knew you then, not as you see yourself now, but as I formed you before birth, before your name was ever spoken. Before the world pressed expectations upon you, you were already known. I did not come to understand you after failure or loss. I knew you fully from the beginning. I saw the gentleness of your spirit before life tried to harden it, the joy you carried before sorrow interrupted it, the courage within you before fear tried to call you weak. Nothing about you is unfamiliar to me. Your path has never caught me off guard. You were shaped with intention, every depth of feeling, every sensitivity you sometimes wish away. I knew how deeply you would feel, how powerfully words would reach you. I knew how fiercely you would love, and how deeply that love could hurt if left unprotected. I did not err in creating you this way. What the world called weakness, I saw as capacity, great love, deep understanding. Long before pain touched you, I placed strength within you, quietly and faithfully, for what you would face. Your wounds did not surprise me. I saw every moment, every mark, every word that never should have been spoken. I was not absent. I was not distant. I was present even when you could not sense. Me present with a heart that ached alongside yours. When trust was broken and life turned in ways you never expected, I did not step away. I stayed near, even in the quiet. Hear this clearly now. Your pain was never meaningless. It was never random. It was never punishment. It did not come because you were unworthy or forgotten. I have engraved you on the palms of my hands. Some pain came because the world is fractured and people make flawed choices. Yet even there, I was weaving something greater than you could see. I did not waste your suffering or overlook your cries. I was shaping depth in you, work that comfort alone could never complete. I saw you when doubt turned inward, when you carried blame that was never yours, when you replayed moments asking if you were too much or not enough. I saw the sleepless nights, the functional days that felt hollow, the tears that arrived without warning. You keep my tears, every one of them. None of this pushed me away. I was not disappointed. Where you saw failure, I saw endurance taking form. What feels like a record of mistakes is a story of preparation. Even when survival felt thin, resilience was being forged. Every season you thought shattered, you sharpened your discernment. Every disappointment clarified what matters. Every delay strengthened your ability to wait without losing hope. The turns you regret, the choices you wish undone, I can redeem them. I make all things new. I am not confined by your history or restricted by your past. I work with grace and time, bringing purpose from what you believed disqualified you. Struggle did not make you weak. Questions did not make you faithless. Breaking did not make you beyond repair. You were human, learning to live, to trust, to breathe through pain you never expected. I never demanded perfection or an unscarred heart. I asked for openness. And when you closed your heart for a season just to survive, I did not leave. I waited gently until you were ready to feel again. Before comparison spoke, before shame named you, before fear took root, I knew you. The identity I gave you remains. Even if you lost sight of it for a while, you are still who I created you to be. Pain did not erase your purpose. Failure did not silence your calling. Delay was never denial. Every step you walked added depth to you, even when it felt like something was being taken away. What shaped you was not loss, it was preparation. There were seasons when you thought you were falling behind, when it seemed others were moving ahead while you remained still. I was not holding you back. I was preparing you, teaching you what cannot be learned quickly, forming strength where speed would have broken you. I was building your inner life so that what is coming would not crush you. What you carry now is more than survival. It is wisdom, compassion, and strength born from pain faced and endured. I saw you before you were broken, and I see you now as restoration unfolds. I am not finished with you. Your story is still being shaped. The chapters you wish were gone have become the foundation of what is next. You are not behind. You are not lost. You are not too damaged to be made beautiful. You are becoming someone who understands grace through lived experience. Trust this. Your life holds meaning beyond what you can see. What you endured did not disqualify you, it refined you. He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion. The same hands that formed you before the breaking are the hands holding you now. Hear this now. Those hands have never released you. You felt forgotten because I was nearer than ever, especially in the moments when you prayed and heard no reply, when you called my name and the silence felt heavier than words. I know how that quiet unsettled you, how it stirred doubts about whether I was listening, whether I still cared, whether you had slipped beyond my reach. Hear me clearly now. My silence was never absence. My quiet was never neglect. There were seasons when I drew closer than you could perceive, moving in ways your pain could not yet recognize. You poured out your heart for direction and relief, and it seemed your prayers vanished into an empty sky, but they did not. You waited for signs, for something unmistakable, and met stillness instead. At times it felt cruel, like standing in the dark while others walked in light. Yet I was closer than your breath, working in ways that could not be rushed or explained without losing their purpose. Be strong and let your heart take courage. I did not ignore your prayers. I gathered everyone. Some I answered at once, others I answered quietly beneath the surface, where roots deepen and foundations strengthen. Some I held for a time not to withhold good, but to protect you from answers too soon. I see the whole path. You see only what lies ahead. When I am quiet, it is often because I am guarding you. In those silent seasons, I was teaching you to hear with your spirit, not only your emotions. Noise can mislead. Stillness, though uncomfortable, opens space for discernment. In the quiet, I was arranging what you could not set in order yourself. I was removing influences that would have confused you, guarding your heart from choices that would have stolen your peace later. I guided you not by pushing you ahead, but by keeping you steady. You expected closeness to feel loud and undeniable. Yet, I often come gently, quietly, so near that my presence feels woven into you. When I am closest, I do not always announce myself. I steady you, I calm you, I hold you together at the edge of breaking. And because you are human, you sometimes mistake that steadiness for nothing happening, but much was happening. There were battles you never saw, moments where harm could be turned aside before it reached you. Conversations that could have wounded you never occurred. Paths that promised deeper pain were closed without explanation. I removed influences that would have weakened you, even when their absence hurt. You were protected more than you know. While you asked why I was silent, I stood between you and what could have shattered you. I fought battles you were too weary to fight. I held back weights you were not ready to carry. Sometimes the greatest protection looks like delay, like unanswered questions, like stillness when you want movement. You compared yourself to others and wondered why answers seemed to reach them first. I never measured you that way. I did not withdraw in disappointment or grow quiet because you were unworthy. I was near because you are precious, guarding what I placed within you. Stillness was not punishment, it was preparation. In that pause, I strengthened your inner life so you could hold what was coming. Some blessings require maturity to steward. Some doors require discernment to pass through whole. In the quiet, I was shaping you to receive without being crushed, teaching trust that does not depend on constant reassurance. Those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. You learned to keep going when you did not feel carried, to choose hope without immediate reward. Endurance formed strength you would need. Even when you felt alone in a crowded room, I was there in the silence of your thoughts, in the space between breaths, in the ache you could not name. I was not distant. I was near. The stillness was an invitation to rest your striving and loosen your grip, to let me work without interruption. You were not ignored, you were held. Understanding unfolds in layers, and nothing was wasted, no prayer, no tear, no moment. I was protecting, refining, strengthening, and guiding you quietly then. And I am with you now, preparing you for what comes next. The weight you have been carrying was never meant to rest on you. I see it pressing on your chest when you wake and following you into the night. I see how it has slowly drained your strength, turning even simple moments heavy, convincing you that exhaustion is who you are now. Hear me clearly. I did not design you for constant strain, and I did not ask you to hold everything together alone. Much of what you carry did not come from me. You have been tired in ways sleep cannot heal. Tired in your thoughts, tired in your spirit. Your mind rarely grows quiet. Your heart rarely feels light. Even when life looks calm, something inside stays braced. Always preparing for the next problem, the next disappointment, the next demand. That vigilance may have helped you survive, but it was never meant to become your home. Fear has played its part, not always loud, not always obvious, quiet fear that whispers responsibility into your thinking. Fear that says control is safety, that rest is risky, that letting go is failure. This fear did not begin because you are weak. It grew because you were hurt. You learned how quickly things can change, how easily people can disappoint, how fragile stability can feel. So you adapted by carrying more than you were meant to carry. You replayed moments, took blame that was never yours, assumed fault for pain caused by others or by circumstances beyond your control. Over time, self-blame became another burden, urging you to try harder, stay vigilant, never slip. I never asked that of you. I never measured your worth by effort or output. Even with me, you sometimes felt closeness had to be earned, that slowing down might disappoint me. That belief did not come from me. I do not love you more when you carry more. Control felt like safety when life was unpredictable, but control held too long becomes another kind of exhaustion, asking you to fix what you were never meant to fix. I am not calling you out. I am calling you out of it. I am inviting you to release what has been crushing you, not all at once, not perfectly, but honestly. You do not have to keep proving you can handle everything. You do not have to earn rest. My yoke is easy, and my burden is light. Let me carry what you cannot. Rest is not surrender, and it is not failure. It is not weakness or neglect. Rest is the moment you trust you are not alone, when you allow me to be who I have always been for you. You were never meant to rescue yourself or carry your life by your own strength. You were meant to be held, guided, sustained. I see how hard it is to loosen your grip. Releasing control feels unsafe because effort has been your language for so long. I am gentle with you. I am not asking for instant release, only willingness, the honesty to admit you are tired, the courage to acknowledge that some of what you carry was never yours. Trust that I can hold what you lay down without harm. You may feel ashamed of your exhaustion, as though you should be stronger by now. I do not see your weariness with disappointment. I see it with compassion. You have been strong for a long time. Rest is not a prize earned after proving yourself. It is a gift given in love. When you rest, you are not abandoning responsibility. You are placing it where it belongs. When striving stops, alignment begins. Releasing control does not invite chaos. It invites peace to settle where tension lived. I can guide your life without constant vigilance. I can work even when you are still. You do not need to justify slowing down or apologize for needing rest. I know your limits. I designed you with them. You were not created to run endlessly. You were created to walk with me, to pause, to breathe. The pace you kept cannot last, and I do not want you to break before you learn stillness. There is rest without shame, rest that restores, not delays. It prepares you for purpose, quiets the noise, softens your heart, and heals places you did not know were wounded. Hear this clearly. You do not have to carry everything anymore. You are allowed to lay burdens down. You are allowed to stop striving. You are allowed to trust me with outcomes beyond your control. I am not disappointed that you are tired. I am drawing you closer to give you rest deeper than sleep, rest that reaches your soul. The weight you carried was never me, and you do not have to carry it another day alone. The lie that tried to steal your identity did not rush in all at once. It slipped in quietly, over time, through moments you never expected to shape you so deeply, through careless words, through actions that wounded you, through silence where love should have spoken. Little by little, those moments began to name you in ways I never did. They told you who you were, what you were worth, what you could expect from life. And because pain speaks loudly, you listened. But I am speaking now to uncover what was never true. People placed labels on you because they could not see your heart. They judged you by a moment, a mistake, a weakness you were carrying then. They called you difficult when you were hurting, distant when you were protecting yourself, weak when you were exhausted, too much when you were simply honest. Those names stayed because they reached you when you were vulnerable, when you wanted understanding, when you longed to belong. You did not realize you were accepting identities never meant to define you. Trauma also spoke into how you saw yourself. Pain reshaped your inner language, teaching you to expect loss, to brace for disappointment, to assume rejection before it arrived. Trauma does not ask permission. It settles in and begins shaping thoughts, reactions, expectations. Over time, you stopped seeing yourself as I see you and began looking through the lens of what hurt you. The enemy used those wounds, whispering lies that sounded like your own thoughts, telling you your value depended on usefulness, approval, success, that failure defined you, that love had to be earned. Because those lies echoed your pain, they felt true. But I never called you by those names. I never defined you by wounds, by weakness, or by your worst moments. I never measured you by output or performance. Long before anyone spoke over you, I named you. Long before pain touched you, I called you mine. You are precious in my eyes and honored, and I love you. Your true identity was set before any lie tried to take it. You are beloved, not merely tolerated, not barely accepted. Beloved. I do not love you because you get everything right. I love you because you are mine. My love is not fragile. It does not retreat when you fail, shift with your emotions, or depend on your consistency. I chose you, knowing every part of you, even the parts you struggle to accept. Nothing about you surprised me. Nothing in your story changed my heart. You are chosen not because you outperformed, but because I desired you. I chose you with intention, not obligation. I saw who you are becoming and called you forward. You were never an afterthought, never selected reluctantly. You were chosen deliberately, lovingly, fully. When you felt overlooked by others, you were never overlooked by me. You are known completely. I know your fears, your doubts, the questions you carry. I know the unfinished places, the thoughts you never voice, the quiet battles you fight. Knowing all of that, I still call you mine. You do not need to hide. You do not need to pretend. You do not need to earn your place. You are already known and already loved. Your worth has never been measured by performance. Success does not add value. Failure does not remove it. You are not an asset to be evaluated. You are a soul to be cherished. The world taught you to tie worth to productivity and rest to weakness. That is not how I see you. I see you as created with inherent value, not conditional value. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. If these words resonated with you, you're welcome to stay connected and continue receiving messages that bring peace and clarity.